It's Khaki Gordon, right? Khaki. She was a cheerleader.
Levin Sims, senior, quarterback.
Rob Brown, senior, linebacker.
JJ Stevens, senior, linebacker.
Dane Nuttles, senior, running back. Brady Hall, senior linebacker.
Hunter Smith, senior, defensive end.
Raymond Bourne, class of 2022, all nine.
Tamarian Knight, senior. Offensive line center.
Chris Long, senior, offensive line.
Kanye Brooks, senior. O-line, D-line.
Malachi Haynes, junior, wide receiver.
Christian Crook, junior DB.
Jacob Williams, junior, wide receiver. Kevin Fish, junior, wide receiver, defensive end.
J.D. White, class of 2023, offensive line.
Nick Kane, junior, defensive line.
Jacob Reed, junior, defensive line.
CJ Bell, junior, offensive line.
Luke Bell, sophomore, defensive end, fullback. Carson Wilson, sophomore, wide receiver. Tyler Ring, sophomore, wide receiver. Sophomore, wide receiver.
Timmy Derrick, sophomore, wide receiver.
Devin Jackson, third, 2024. Running back, slide, DB.
Patrick Allen, sophomore, wide receiver.
EJ Line, sophomore, right guard.
Charlie Sasser, sophomore, offensive defensive line.
Blake Hardy, sophomore, linebacker. Zeke McElhaney, offensive line, sophomore.
Freshman.
Gable Hood, class 2025, defensive line, offensive line. James McGee, freshman, offensive line, defensive line.
Eli McElhaney, freshman, wide receiver. Kellen Jury, freshman, wide receiver. Fort Sims, freshman, fullback. Steve Clark, 8th grade, running back. Same grade, 8th grade, quarterback.
You hear all the noise?
I do. Yeah, I'm really not sure. Yeah, that's. See, these two. I know
You're not using this.
Okay.
That's your cell phone out. Then this is y'all's ears,
Right. Okay.
and then this is the phone. So you're really high here before.
Right. Okay.
Do you still have static?
Oh, yeah.
Loud.
And I'm,
You want to put the headphones on, Tim?
Test 1 2 1 2 3. Test 1 2 1 2 3. Yeah, that's better, but I don't know what the deal is. I mean, it just seems like it's more background noise than normal.
Oh, definitely is.
giveaway that we'll be doing, and we got a 24 Days of Christmas raffle. So come on out and buy your raffle ticket tomorrow while you're tuned in to the game. That's over here on Pensacola Avenue here in beautiful downtown Atmore, Alabama. We'll be not quite right across from the old YMCA. We'll be slightly north of there, but we will be across the street. You can get there's 24 Days of Christmas raffle that we will be selling there, and lots of good items that we'll be doing drawings 24 straight days starting December 1st and going through December 24th. Every prize is worth at least $100. You have 24 chances to win, so come on out and buy your raffle ticket tomorrow. Is that enough shameless promotion on my part?
Well, I was just going to say, Joe, that I was about to take my headset off and run to the concession stand and grab a hot dog. I thought you were just going to just do the whole broadcast from there. But that's good stuff. That's going to be an exciting day tomorrow in downtown Atmore for Williams Station Day. So you heard what Joe said. Make your plans to attend. Get out there.
And for the people that aren't from Atmore, of course, Williams Station was the original name of the town.
That's right. That is true. Well, thanks, Joe, and thanks for getting us on the air tonight. We're here at Bachelor Field in Canoe, ready for an exciting football game between our Escambia Academy Cougars as they get set to take on the Cougars from Southern Academy from Greensboro, Alabama. And so they made the trip down here. Southern Academy having a pretty tough year. They're 0-8. And they've played some football games that they've scored some points in, but they just have not yet come up with a win. And Joe mentioned that this is not actually the homecoming game, even though it's listed on some of the schedules as being a homecoming game. This game is a homecoming of sorts, and Coach Hugh Fountain will talk about that in his pregame interview, as one of the things that we've got going on tonight is last week we celebrated with the 40-year anniversary group, the 40-year homecoming group for those folks that graduated in 1981. Well, tonight we're celebrating the golden anniversary, number 50, with the group that actually played for the first football team.
Which was 1971, 50
it was.
Years ago.
And 1971. So they're here tonight celebrating their homecoming weekend. And it just so happened we talked about this and even talked about this in the pregame interview. They were 10-1 back in 1971. Their only loss was
Southern
to Southern.
Academy. Yep.
And right. So tonight.
Big upset. I'm old enough to remember that.
Right. So tonight, what we hope for the 50th anniversary group is they finally get them some get back.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt that they'll enjoy this one a lot more than they did that last one.
I'm sure they will.
Because there were 13 seniors on that team from back then, so that was their last game was a loss to this team they're playing tonight.
Wow.
And this team they're playing tonight has got a lot of tradition, won 6 or 7 titles over the course of the AISA's history. So Southern's got a lot of tradition, and of course, that, as they say, that's why they play the game. So we'll see. But I mean, EA is a heavy favorite in the game.
That's right. And, of course, we've got Coach Hugh Fountain, his interview coming up as we get started to move forward here in the pregame discussion of this football game. We're going to take, Joe, about a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back. We'll get some advertisers in there, and then we'll come back and let Coach Fountain tell us all about this one. And then by that time, we'll be getting set to kick another one off. It's Friday Night Lights, and we love it, from Bachelor Field in Canoe, Alabama. You're listening to the Escambia Academy Cougars. You're on 105.9 FM WBZR Atmore, or you could be listening or watching on Facebook and YouTube.
Southern Social Boutique has the latest styles and the trendiest clothes to make you look at the very best. Southern Social Boutique always has something you'll love to wear at a price you can surely afford. And with all the excitement of footballs flying through the air, show your team pride for either Alabama or Auburn Game Day T-shirts, available now for adults and children. Like us on Facebook for continuing updates and new arriving merchandise. Visit our website at southernsocialboutique.com or visit us at our store location at 101 Main Street in downtown Atmore. You'll love the way you look when your clothes come from Southern Social Boutique. No visit to Atmore is complete until you've experienced Gather. The Gather restaurant, located at 111 West Nashville Avenue in Atmore, has become the premier location for an incredible dining experience. From delectable appetizers and perfectly seasoned steaks to scrumptious dessert choices, your mouth is sure to water just thinking about your next trip to Gather. Great food, incredible service, and an authentic Southern charm will have you coming back again and again. Gather is open Tuesday through Saturday from 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. The Gather restaurant is a proud sponsor of Escambia Academy Cougar Athletics.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
This is Larry White Insurance Agency at 430 Palafox Street in Fulmerton, or call 296-2471. Why buy at Johnson Ford? We put our customers' wants and needs first. We respect your time and offer a stress-free approach to selling cars. This is reflected in our winning Ford President's Award 5 years consecutively. From sales to service, we do everything we can to achieve the highest level of customer service. We are proud to be the premier Ford dealership in this area. We invite you to come by and see us at 1828 South Main Street in Atmore to experience the best price, worst way of doing business. Stop by and see Jim Johnson and the staff or give them a call, 251-368-2135.
And welcome back as we are working our way toward kickoff tonight in tonight's Alabama Independent School Association, AISA, high school football game from Bachelor Field in Canoe, Alabama. Ricky Dean along with Rick Burkett, Joe back at the station, Joe Ray taking care of us back there, and had a chance to talk just a few minutes ago as the teams were warming up on the field with Coach Hugh Fountain, and Coach Fountain went into some things and discussed this is an exciting night. Last week was exciting. This week is also exciting for a group of people that are here celebrating their golden anniversary, their golden homecoming. 50 years of, as a matter of fact, the first graduating class of Escambia Academy in the year 1971. Coach Fountain talks about that. Also, we talk about just things leading into this game, and we're going to give him a chance to tell us all about it, and then we'll come back, and by that time, Rick's got some information he's going to share with us on some of this group that is back visiting on their 50th anniversary of their homecoming. So we got a lot of stuff as we get set to get into this game, and we'll tell you all about it as we continue. Right now, let's go down to the field. Coach Hugh Fountain standing by, and he's going to talk to us about tonight's football game. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Bachelor Field in Canoe, Alabama for tonight's ball game between Southern Academy, the Cougars, coming to town to take on our Escambia Academy Cougars. Standing here on the sideline with Coach Hugh Fountain. Coach Fountain, another big game tonight as Southern comes into town. It's not really, last week was homecoming, but this is going to have a homecoming atmosphere this week because you've got the 50-year reunion, that group from the first team that ever played here at Escambia Academy. They're here, and you're going to involve them a little bit in the game, I heard.
Yeah, we're going to let them come out and be captains with us, and we're going to have their old coach, Coach Brown, come out and flip the coin with us and call the coin for us. So we're excited about that. You know, it's good to see the guys back. And some of these guys, I haven't met one yet that I already knew. So great group of guys. One of them came out and watched us practice a little bit yesterday. That was kind of fun. And then a couple of them were here early today. And it's been good to sit around and just talk to them and reminisce. And you can tell how much Escambia Academy really meant to them. I mean, they were real diehard Cougars. And it's great to see them come back.
Yeah, that's great that it's actually the first football team that ever played here when football started, when the school started. Football started in 71, and for them to get an opportunity to come back. And then, of course, you know, you look at the 50-year, that's considered the golden anniversary. Yeah, I know it is when you're married. So
well, and they were 10-1, and they lost one more game. They lost in the semifinals. They would have went to state championship. And a strange, ironic thing, they lost to Southern.
Wow.
We really didn't know that when we were setting it up, but they did. They lost to Southern that year, and so hey, it's great to have them all back on campus. Glad to see them here.
Well, maybe since they lost to Southern that year, maybe tonight they get to get them a little get back while they're here.
I don't know. They told us if we needed any subs to let them know.
I hear you.
They had a lot of fire in them, so that's a good part for them guys.
Coach, getting close to the end. We're in the short rows now, as they say, and of course got this game, and then one more regular season game to follow this one. We kind of know how the playoffs are going to play, but we got to take them one at a time. What do you expect tonight to see out of Southern as they come into town? What kind of offense?
Well, they were wing T in the past. This year they've been a little bit more of an option type offense, just kind of pounding ahead, and they will do a little play action passing, but they're option. The quarterback's a good little ball player, and they've had a tough season. I mean, they're coming in without a win tonight. Mike Smith is their football coach and an excellent football coach. I actually competed against him when I was at Charles Henderson. He coached up at Northridge in Tuscaloosa. So he was a very good football coach. So it's not a reflection on him. It's just, they're just not as talented this year they were last year. One of their linemen last year was playing a lot of UAB this year. So, I mean, they had a good football team last year, a good group of guys. And so it's going to be a tough game for us to really know what they might do. They may come out and try anything on you. We've told the boys be prepared for onside kicks. Be prepared for them slowing the game down, trying to make it as few possessions as we possibly can. We'll step up a little bit, they don't kill us. Make it as few possessions as we can, and things of that nature. So it'll be interesting to kind of just see how we pan out in this game and what they try to do against us in this game.
As far as our offense goes with them on defense, anything new that we can expect tonight, or are y'all basically going to just do what we've been doing?
Well, we're going to pretty much do what we've been doing. Last week we went to a little more play-action passing, which I think that's going to be something we're going to continue to do as the season goes on, because we ran the ball so strongly all season long. Above us already over 1,000 yards. Red's pressing 700 or 800 yards right now rushing. So we run the ball well. So I think that'll bode well for us. And we did a pretty good job with it last week. He threw for over 100 yards last week. So we're just kind of excited to get out on the field and play another Friday night. We're excited about this home stretch. This is our second or fourth straight at home. And you can always get comfortable when you're playing at home.
Right. Yeah, it makes a big difference when we talked about it earlier in the year, because with the AISA being what it is, I mean, those bus trips on Friday, you have to go a while.
Yeah. Well, most of these trips we got around here are long trips, you know what I mean? So, anytime we play, I'm glad we're not going to Southern tonight. It's a long trip to Greensboro. So, better them than us.
Yes, sir. Injury-wise, we healthy?
Anybody that's banged up or hurt up, I think we're pretty healthy going into this stretch of the season, and hopefully we'll continue on in that area, because you don't need any injuries. We're not real deep. Our first group, we feel like can play with just about anybody, but we don't have a lot of depth. And so, therefore, we got to stay away from the injury bug, and hopefully we'll go ahead and get them rolling.
Coach, I know you're busy. I know you got to get things going here. We're getting close to kickoff here, not very far away. Good to see you again tonight, and we'll be rooting the Cougars on, and hopefully we'll be talking to you next week after another Cougar victory.
Yeah, good, Ricky. Hope so. Hopefully we can finish on out, this area play for us, because this is our last area game. Next week, of course, when you play Bessemer, it's just one of those games. It's not an area game at all. So this one here will put us to the end of the area season, and we pretty much know we're going to be second place even if we lose the ball game tonight. So we're sitting in second place in the region, and but obviously the loss is not in our vocabulary, because we want to stay on a hottest streak as we can going into the playoffs.
Right. All right. Well, good luck to you, Coach.
Thanks, man.
Good to see you. Yes, sir.
Good to see you.
And welcome back, as that was Coach Hugh Fountain pregame out on the field, as we got a chance to discuss tonight's ball game between our Escambia Academy Cougars and the Southern Academy Cougars from Greensboro, Alabama. Rick, tell us a little bit about, you got some information on this 1971 group, and if you'll look down on the field right in front of us, that's the 1971 football team members down there right now, and they're going to be, I guess, honorary captains for this ball game tonight against Southern, so they're all excited about that. Tell us a little bit about this 1971 team that played here in Canoe at Bachelor Field.
All right, Ricky, appreciate that. Yeah, I was, of course, almost 10 years old, so I remember a lot about that team and knew some of the players and at least one of the cheerleaders that were on that team. They were a really good football team. Of course, prior to that season, that was the opening season for the AISA. That was the 71-72 school year. So these guys, this is the 50th anniversary of the game, and this year is their 50th anniversary of their school year that year, too, for their reunion. So a lot of good football players on the team. Several of them went on to play college football, including my neighbor, Jeff Shiver. Don Ward was a quarterback. Let me see. I could just read some of his. Coach Jimmy Brown was the coach. He's here tonight.
Yeah,
they've got a good crowd out here. It looks like most of the people are here.
Yeah, Coach Jimmy Brown is actually going to go out with the captains. The refs are going to allow him to go out there and be part of that coin toss for the start of the ball game.
They were a really good team. I mean, most of the players had previously played at Escambia County High School, but some of them came from some of the other schools around the area also. And they were expected to be good, and they were good. They had 6 shutouts that year, and then of course, you and I were talking a while ago. The team, Don Ward was the quarterback. He was a great player, and the team that beat them in the semifinals before the state championship is this Southern team from Greensboro. So the last football game that some of these, or a lot of these guys, most of them ever played, was against this Southern team that they're playing tonight. And I heard Coach Fountain make the comment that some of them said if he needed any substitutes.
Yeah, that's right. And looking out there along the sideline, and a couple of them looked like they could still play a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that was some tough guys. I remember, I was, like I said, wasn't but about 10 years old, but I mean, they were good. Those were good football players, and I grew up around some of them, so I'm glad to see them all here tonight. I remember she's Khaki Russell now, but you remember Mr. Gordon's daughter, Khaki Gordon.
Right.
And, of course, a lot of us remember Khaki. She was beautiful.
Right, yeah, and
still is.
And we remember her grandparents because we all worked at Gordon's Furniture.
Yeah,
well, yeah,
Mr. Gordon.
That's right. Yeah, we all worked there at Gordon's Furniture in Atmore. So that was many years ago. That's right there where Heinge's Furniture is right there now. Used to be Gordon's, and we spent many an afternoon trying to catch us a nap back there on those piles of mattresses in the back in the storeroom.
Well, they were a really good team. Like I said, it was a big upset, but they had considered the number 1 team anyhow back then. So I'm not sure what their sports writers ranking was, but they were really good. Getting ready for the coin toss now.
And this is really incredible that if you're able to watch the video, see on the video, even if you can't see it, if you get an opportunity to either on Facebook or YouTube, you'll be able to pull the video broadcast up and see. It's pretty awesome to have that 1971 football team. They got the backs of the present-day Cougars, the 2021 Cougars, and of course those captains for the Cougars tonight, number 10, J.J. Stevens, number 14,
Walker.
Number 11, Jadaniel Bubba Nettles. Number 2 is of course Landon Sims, and I'm going through stuff right now. Yep, Landon Sims. I'm looking for I'm trying to find my roster, Rick, and I've lost it with all the other stuff that I've got going on. So anyway, okay, there it is. Thank you much. That's Brady Howell, number 14.
Brady Howell.
I forgot Brady. I don't understand how I forgot Brady because
I had Jimbo Walker on my mind. He was on that 71 team. That's why I said Walker.
Well, Jimbo Walker, Jimbo Walker. Talking about Jimbo Walker. Jimbo Walker was a really good friend of our family because his youngest brother, Chris Walker, played football with Jimmy at Escambia County High School, and Chris is a coach right now up in Alabaster. He coaches at Thompson High School in Alabaster, coaches football and baseball up there. So anyway, here come the Cougars of Southern Academy as they make their way to the field, and our own Escambia Academy Cougars are getting set to run out onto the field with some of this pageantry that we've got going on tonight. It's really a great night. Like I say, it's awesome to see these guys from the 50-year reunion, the 50-year team from Escambia Academy. Now they get to go settle down. They're waving to the crowd. They get to go settle down and watch a little football, and that's what we're here to do and see. As the referees in the middle of the field, they break and they're going to their respective locations. Of course, the white hat, the head referee, he'll be all the way back in the end zone. He's the one that blows the whistle that gets everything started. And we're going to take a 1-minute break. Let's take a 1-minute break and come back as we say the invocation and get set for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll be getting ready to kick off football here from Bachelor Field in Canoe. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR 105.9 FM in Atmore, or you could be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Diamond Gasoline Stations with locations all over South Alabama and Northwest Florida wish all the local teams in the area good luck this football season. Thank you for making Diamond Gasoline your choice for quality fuels and convenience items. Diamond Gasoline is proud to support this broadcast and be a part of the community. And remember, fill your tanks and save your green at Diamond Gasoline. Whether selling or buying home, lot, land, or commercial property in both Alabama and Florida, you need to see the fine folks at Southern Real Estate. Debbie Rowell, owner and broker, and agent David Dobson are ready to assist you with any real estate needs. Located at 800 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore and at southernrealestate.org on the web, they are just a phone call away at 251-368-4397. Choosing the right realtor makes all of the difference. See Southern Real Estate.
And welcome back to Bachelor Field in Canoe, Alabama for tonight's ball game between our Escambia Academy Cougars and the Southern Academy Cougars from Greensboro. And we're about set to kick this thing off, Rick, and Joe made mention of something earlier that's going on. It's an exciting weekend if you're in, around, or anywhere within driving distance of Atmore, Alabama tomorrow. One thing you want to do is come enjoy Williams Station Day in downtown Atmore. It's always an awesome time, and it'll kicks off in the morning at 9 o'clock. It'll go until 4 o'clock. Of course, it's sponsored by the Atmore Area Chamber of Commerce. And so there will be a lot of folks downtown, arts, crafts, food, all kind of good stuff, music, some incredible music. And, I got a chance last year to participate in that on the musical side and everything. And now that I'm not really doing that thing anymore, we got a lot of stuff going on here around Atmore, and it's coming up. And, of course, the Atmore Area Chamber of Commerce has a lot to do with that. And tomorrow's Williams Station Day, that's a really, really big event.
Yeah, and the weather should be just beautiful tomorrow, too. So we got a little dry front come through, and supposed to cool off some of the nights. Should be a really pretty day, and like I said, lots of good food, lots of good music. The people aren't from around this area. People have just moved here. Williams Station Day, the reason it's called that, of course, is back in the 1800s, that's what Atmore was known as, Williams Station.
So the ball game is underway now as Landon Sims lines up and kicks the ball off from the 40. The Cougars kicking the ball off to the Southern Cougars. The ball makes its way through the end zone, and so now it'll be brought out and spotted at the 20-yard line. That's where Southern will take over the ball, first down and 10. So Southern Academy with the football, and they're probably going to run pretty much a straight-ahead offense, a veer-type offense, as they break the huddle with wide receivers now split wide to both sides. Veer backfield behind the quarterback who's under center. Straight-ahead handoff, a couple of yards, but tough yards right up the middle on first down. And the game starts with a first down run and a gain of what appears to be about 2 yards.
Maybe. That'd be a generous 2 yards.
Yeah, it would be a generous. We'll call it a long yard. It'll be second down and 9. One of the things that Southern does do, they do line up and they get in the huddle. That is something that you will not see offensively out of Escambia Academy. There's a handoff, going to be a straight-ahead handoff. Tough running,
yeah,
but
good,
it just
is
that. That's a good gain there on that second down play.
And that would be number 7, Grant Gruder. Yeah, senior running back for Southern Academy. And he picked up about 7 yards on that. So, yeah, he picked up, at least 6. So.
Going to be a third down now, third down and 2. So after a gain of 1 on first down, you got a gain of about 7 on second down. So that's going to bring up a third down and 2 if my math is correct. Cougars look, they're showing blitz. Handoff is going to be, no, the quarterback looks like he had trouble with the snap and just had to keep it with himself, and he gets hit immediately and thrown for a loss, and that's going to bring up a 4th down now, as forward progress really wasn't that much forward progress because he got knocked backwards. The play actually
Stevens hit him immediately on a blitz.
play actually loses 2 yards, so it goes now to being 4th down and 3, and Southern Academy is going to be forced to punt. No score, just underway, 10:06 to go first quarter. There's an end-over-end kick that's going to hit the ground and take a roll. Landon Sims is going to follow the ball down the field but not going to touch it. And good coverage down there by the Southern Cougars as they're going to down the football. Looks like it's going to be down right at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Escambia Academy Cougars will take over 1st and 10. So we've got a lot of Cougars everywhere. Cougars everywhere tonight. They're on the other sideline. They're on this sideline. One group of them, the group that we're pulling for, is they're dressed in cardinal and black tonight as they've got their black jerseys on. I really like those black jerseys with that scarlet and gold trim that the Cougars have. Landon Sims, the quarterback. Cougars spread all over the place. He's looking to throw. Got a man out there. He's trying to beat the block. Does beat one man. Stays on his feet. Devin Kelly still with the football.
Nice run after the catch on a little spot pass there. Yeah, that's
if we would have called that play back in the day, we would have called that a spot. I'm not sure what they call it, but that play gains about, looks like it gains about 8 yards.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2nd down now, 2nd down and 2.
That was Devin Kelly. Nice run. He avoided several tackles on that one.
Wide receiver split wide to both sides. Handoff's going to be straight up the middle. That's number 11. That's Daniel Bubba Nettles as he battles for yardage and gets enough for a 1st down as the ball crosses the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. And it'll be 1st down and 10, Escambia Academy right there. Nettles comes out. Christian Crook goes into the ball game. Cougars are not huddling. They're looking down at their play sheets on their wrists to get the play, and they'll run it from the line of scrimmage. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to number 3, Crook.
Christian
Good move.
Yep.
He's going to break a tackle, cross the 50, or at least be out near the 50-yard line, and that's where they're going to spot the ball. No flags on the play, so it'll be 1st down and 10.
Yep, no flags. No flags yet in this game. I hope we can avoid the flag fest we had last Friday night.
This is true. 1st down and 10, Cougars. Ball spotted right at the 50-yard line. So we're right at midfield. Christian Crook still in the backfield for the Cougars. Wide receiver split wide to both sides. There's a tight end set to the left and an H-back. The tight end is standing up.
Oh, that's a busted play, but Landon Sims knows what to do with it.
Yeah, he does, and he's going to have good running room around left end. A dive to make a tackle, and finally he's going to be taken off his feet. There again, looking, no flags on the play, and a good gain there. Good
especially
improvisation.
On a busted play. Yeah, somebody missed the handoff, and of course, like we said, we know that Landon knows what to do with it. He's probably, maybe the most explosive player on the Cougars team. I mean, you never know when he might take off and just go the distance.
And I believe that's the first time all year long I've been able to work the word improvisation into a broadcast. 1st down and 10 for the Cougars. Ball spotted inside the 30. Here comes a man in motion. That's going to be Jacob Lee, number 6.
Yeah,
and now we're going to have a flag.
Yeah. Procedure.
So with 7:51 to go here in the first quarter, Cougars are going to get penalized 5 yards on 1st down. It'll be 1st down and 15. Ball moves backwards to about the 31-yard line. There's the snap. Sims looking downfield. Got a man open. It's going to, he missed it. That's number 22, the intended receiver, Devin Kelly, the 10th grader. As the ball goes through his arms, as he kind of alligator-armed that pass and was unable to make the catch. That's one of those plays, Rick, where he was so wide open. Those are the ones they usually miss.
As they say, it hit him in the worst spot.
That's right.
In the hands.
That's when you go back to the huddle and the quarterback says, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you in the numbers. 7:39 to go as the clock stops with the incomplete pass. Cougars with the football.
And we know Devin's a good receiver. Just kidding.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I say, the ones where you're that wide open are the ones that are easiest to miss. There's number 11, Jadaniel Bubba Nettles. Oh, actually, it is not. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, he had his number covered up there for a second, and I thought it was Christian Crook, but no, it is Bubba.
And he carried number 50, Sage Hill, with him for about 10 yards. It didn't even like it slowed him down very much.
So that'll be a first down for the Cougars as the ball slides inside the 20-yard line, spotted nose of the football right near the 15. Cougars can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. They'd have to get it down to right about the 5-yard line to have that first and goal. Clock running, 7:05 to go here in the first quarter. Man coming in motion, that's going to be number 14.
Christian Crook.
There's handoff to Christian Crook. Christian Crook weaving his way into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Cougars.
But we do have a penalty flag.
Yep, it's going to be a personal foul, too. It's going to be a big one. That's probably going to be a blindside block. And the reason I say that is because the white hat, he kind of showed a little animosity there when he signaled that
personal foul.
Personal foul, yeah. He
karate chopped his own self.
That's right. That was done with a little anger. Could be a Dr. Phil episode in there somewhere.
Maybe he has some pent-up frustrations.
Clock now whistled into play. 6:50 to go here in the first quarter of play. Cougars with the football, so the points get taken off the board.
And first and about 30.
Landon Sims, he's in the shotgun. He's got Tripp set to the left side. Going to throw it out there wide, and the ball's going to be dropped. That's incomplete, as that was not a lateral. It was a forward pass. Intended receiver appeared to be number 6, Jacob Lee.
Yeah. Hit him in the worst spot also.
And on those, on a play like that, it wasn't that Jacob was so wide open. It was the fact that, you're out there on that island by yourself. You're getting the football in your hands, and I think he just took a little glance down field a little early.
Well, he had somebody coming for him. He would have been hit pretty fast. I mean, but that same little spot pass is like you said, we used to call it a spot.
6:29 to go here in the first quarter. Landon Sims hands off to Bubba Nettles. Bubba's still on his feet,
running.
And nobody's tackled him yet as he still continues moving forward. And that's just that's one of those runs that'll end up being on a coach's desk somewhere at the next level.
I think Bubba might have had a couple of cups of coffee before he came over tonight. That's just.
Well, and that's a good
effort by Bubba.
That is a good effort. That's one of the things that we've talked about all year long is, Bubba always has ran with that little bit of intensity, that little bit of fire, and it's good to see that coming back just a little bit. It appeared a couple of games back that he had lost just a little bit of it. Sims looking to throw, got a man deep, but overthrows him.
Yeah.
As they run a man on a post pattern, after Landon Sims rolls to his left, he looked and tried to hit the man on the post. That was Devin Kelly, number 22, the intended receiver. And the pass is overthrown. It's going to bring up a fourth down.
Yeah, I was wondering if they might not try and kick a field goal here, but it looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, the Cougars have to get the ball down to the 5-yard line or just across the 5 in order for it to be a first down.
Yeah, it's fourth and about 16 or 17 yards maybe.
Landon
15.
Sims from the shotgun. There's the snap. He fakes.
He's open.
Going to throw over the middle. This time, Jacob Lee pulls it in, and it is going to be a touchdown for the Cougars. As Jacob Lee on the reception, a 15-yard touchdown pass for the Cougars. And so with 5:29 to go here in the first quarter, the score will be Escambia Academy 6 and Southern Academy nothing, with the point after touchdown coming.
Yeah, nice throw and catch by both Landon Sims and Jacob on a little, I don't know if you'd call it a crossing route or a skinny post, but he was coming across the middle and just outran his man, and Landon hit him in stride.
So 6-0 the score. The ball will be spotted down right at the 10-yard line. So the extra point coming, Landon Sims to kick it. There's the snap, it's good. The hold is good. There's the ball, it's through, and it is good. So with 5:29 to go here in the first quarter, the score, Escambia Academy 7 and Southern Academy nothing. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Juniper Creek Lumber is a family-owned and operated sawmill operation with locations in Uri, Alabama, and Bluntstown, Florida. Juniper Creek Lumber specializes in turning storm recovery logs into custom-cut lumber for use in a variety of building projects. We have longleaf pine, juniper, white cedar, cypress, and hardwood. And who wouldn't love authentic heart pine beams or new heartwood flooring custom-cut to your need and specification? Check us out on Facebook or call Greg Fralick at 251-254-0414 or Cooper Dean at 251-362-8100. That's Greg Fralick at 251-254-0414 or Cooper Dean at 251-362-8100. For Juniper Creek Lumber, Southern Best.
And welcome back as we are underway again here in the first quarter of play. Cougars kickoff to Southern Academy. And I was actually taking care of some business down with our broadcast board, and something happened that seemed exciting to a lot of people. And as I look out and see, I didn't actually see what happened, but the Cougars of Escambia Academy have the football. As it looked like somebody was guilty of a fumble, as somebody in a Southern uniform put the ball on the ground. The Cougars are able to recover it, because when I looked up, I thought it was strange that getting up off the ground, I believe that was number 6, Jacob Lee.
Yeah, it was.
So a timeout is going to be taken by the Escambia Academy Cougars. As I've said, you know, you can't just say Cougars tonight, because both schools, their mascots are the Cougars. Southern Academy, they're the Cougars from Greensboro, Alabama. And Escambia Academy, of course, here from Canoe, they're the Cougars from here. So the clock stops with the timeout. Escambia is going to come to the near sideline and talk about the play. Looked like some confusion there by the quarterback. And, you know, in a game like this, Rick, that just shows maturity on behalf of Landon Sims, as he was really unsure what he wanted to do. And rather than make a mistake and give the ball right back to Southern, he elects to take the timeout and make sure everybody's on the same page.
That was a good move by Landon. And, of course, the first half timeouts aren't quite as important as the second half timeouts. And if you're messed up like that, it's okay to call a timeout and get some clarity on it.
Cougars now line up on the football. That's what they always do. They've got slot to the left-hand side, wide receiver split wide right, H-back and a back in the backfield. Back in the backfield, tries to pick up a block. There's a man open. That's going to be number 1, Malachi Haynes, and he makes the touchdown grab for the Escambia Academy Cougars. And I believe the near side, the near side wing guy on the officiating crew, he found out that he couldn't run with Malachi. And as a matter of fact, he got down there just a little bit late, but that was just a simple go route on behalf of Malachi, and Landon Sims hit him in stride in the end zone for a touchdown. So now with 5:07 to go in the first quarter, Cougars back on the scoreboard. It's 13-0, and Landon Sims is going to kick the point after touchdown. There goes the PAT as it is up, and it is going to be good. And with 5:07 to go, Cougars with a 14-0 lead. And since we just came back from a break, we'll keep it right here and kind of talk our way through this. And, Rick, you know, we've been talking about some of our sponsors all year long. Well, really all of them, if you hear our sponsors here. And we talked about Williams Station Day tomorrow. You know, one of our sponsors is Southern Social Boutique. Have you seen the Old South hat that I wear from time to time? Yeah, I mean, that's really a cool hat. Well, Southern Social Boutique, that's where I got the hat from. And tomorrow, they have a booth at Williams Station Day. So look for them. Look for Southern Social Boutique. They'll be set up along Presley Street in Atmore tomorrow during the Atmore Area Chamber of Commerce during Williams Station Day tomorrow. So look for them and tell them you heard about them on the Cougar broadcast on Friday night. 5:07 to go here in the first quarter of play. Landon Sims with the ball. He's going to have it teed up at the 40-yard line, as the Cougars are going to kick off once again, and let's see if something happens. We may get it back. Sims approaches the ball. There's the kick. It's a low line drive. It hits on the ground, finally takes a big hop, and going to be fielded back at about the 10-yard line. Finally a pile up as the returner comes out to near the 20-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot him across that, near the 21, possibly the 22. So first down and 10, Southern Cougars. They trail in the ball game 14-0. So Southern on offense. There's the snap. I didn't see.
He took the ball away from him. Of course, I guess it was blown dead.
Yeah, I think the whistle had already blown. There was a big pile up there.
Yeah, a host of Cougars in on that tackle.
Almost a lineman's dream. But the whistle had blown. Second down, it'll be second down and 11. Southern Academy with the football. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be right up the middle, and boy, that's going to be tough sledding. If that's the play that they're going to run all night, of course, the quarterback, Campbell Webb, comes out, and he just comes out in the veer, gets under center, takes the snap, and hands it off to the first back. And there's really not that much blocking up front.
Nah, I mean, I'm not even sure. Maybe number 70. Jacob Reed may have got the first lick on him, but I know several more in there. Nick Kane was in there, and Brady Howell. So he was hit by a host of Cougars again.
Possibly a passing down here, third down and 10. Slot's going to be set to the left.
Yep.
Looked like they moved a little early. The quarterback's going to be running for his life. The ball's out, and it's going to be fumbled out of bounds.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't just try to throw that into the ground on that one. He's a sophomore, isn't he, Rick?
Yeah, I believe so. That's Campbell Webb. He is a sophomore, 6 foot, about 160 pounds.
There's a penalty flag.
And that may be that's going to be intentional grounding.
Yeah.
And that's going to be against the
he did. That's just one of the things he's got to learn. Even though he's out of the pocket, he still has to make an attempt to get it past the line of scrimmage or out of bounds past the line of scrimmage or something. He can't just throw it into the ground.
Or near a receiver.
Near a receiver,
yeah. You can't just
throw
dump
it into the ground.
because you don't want to get sacked, and that's what that was. 3:33 to go here in the first quarter, 14-0 the score, and the Cougars of Southern Academy, they're going to be forced to punt. Some pressure there on the punter.
Tell you what, he booms it. Oh!
And Landon Sims, he got smoked right there. Good job by Landon, though, just recovering the football as he came up, got the play.
It bounced in the direction he fumbled it.
And it just bounced right back to him. It was almost like it was designed to do that. You know what that reminds me of? You ever watch Late Night if you're sitting up with nothing to do and watch Late Night, one of those obscure ESPN channels?
Right.
You get to see that Australian rules football. Yeah. That kind of looked what that was. He was running down the field kind of, I guess they call that a dribble. I'm not sure what they call that in Australian rules, but
I like watching the Australian rules football, but I don't understand what's going on.
Well, I don't either. It's kind of like watching hockey and trying to figure out what offsides in hockey is. I don't know what that is.
And they have about as many fights as they do in hockey also.
That is true.
There goes number 10, J.J. Stevens.
J.J. Stevens is going to go into the end zone for a touchdown.
On a little fullback counter.
So the Cougars light up the scoreboard again with J.J. Stevens taking it in on a run. So with 3:11 to go here in the first quarter, the score 20-0. Escambia Academy, the Cougars leading Southern Academy. And you know, Rick, we talked about this before the game. We knew that this was going to be a difficult task for Southern Academy. I mean, they're 0-8. They've been
in a few games, and I mean, like we just talked about, they've got a sophomore quarterback. They're a very young team, and
right.
They had a decent team last year, and like I said, a lot of tradition there. I'm not sure, but I want to say they've won 7 state titles since the AISA began in 71, 72. So
point after touchdown is good, so that's going to run the score to 21-0. And so with that point, let's take a break. 21-0 the score, 3:11 on the scoreboard here in the first quarter of play. We'll be back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Barra Fine Furniture in Flomaton, also with locations in Pensacola, Mobile, Dothan, and Andalusia, your one-stop shopping experience. We carry over 50 different brands, including Flex Steel, Brass, Ashley, Catnapper, and many more. Come see our sleep gallery for a great night's sleep. You can pick out the mattress that best fits your comfort level. See it today, take it today, or you can custom order. Monday through Friday, 9 to 2 on Saturday.
Pioneer Sales of Alabama says, try our inventory out for mobile homes. Check their skirting prices. They're best around, and they install. They have floor vents, brown and white, 4x10, $4.95. Buy one, get one free. Window screens for mobile homes. They make them to size. They have tubs, doors, windows, faucets, bathrooms, and sinks. Light fixtures, plumbing, AC duct, furnace vanities, cool seal, step, and kitchen sinks as well. Just about anything to do with a mobile home, they have it at Pioneer Sales in East Bruton. Give them a call today, 867-8507.
Welcome back. Clock running with 3:02 to go here in the first quarter. 21-0 the score. Escambia Academy leading Southern Academy. On this, I guess this is a kind of like a homecoming do-over, a homecoming part 2 tonight here in Canoe as the 50-year team.
I tell you, I'm really proud of them showing up. I mean, there are a lot of people now. It looks like almost the whole football team showed up, and I see some of the cheerleaders down there. So, and it's a beautiful night here. Like I said, it's cooling off quickly. Like we got a little dry front coming through, but you're right. It's I'm sure they're enjoying this because, like I said, some of those guys. The last football game they ever played was against the Southern team from Greensboro. So I'm sure they're enjoying this 21-0 lead at this point.
First down carry gains about 1.5 yards. We'll call it a short 2. It's going to be second down and a long 8 as Southern Academy has the football. Clock running with 2:37 to go here in the first quarter. Southern has a slot to the left side. Quarterback's going to be under center. Here they come running a little option pitch. Keeper, or a little quick pitch, yep.
Yeah, of course, that was Brady Howell, number 14. Somebody got a little bit of a shoulder on him, but Brady Howell finished him off. He wasn't getting away from Brady.
Grant Hargruder on the carry. He's a senior.
Yeah. And he runs tough. I mean, he's had several. Well, there was a broken tackle on that play, but like I said, he couldn't get away from all those off-season workouts, helping Brady on his curls and his biceps and getting a hold of him. He wasn't getting loose.
Well, not only that, the chicks dig them. So
they dig the biceps.
That's right.
The beach muscles.
Third down and about 7 yards to go for the Cougars of Southern Academy. High snap.
Number 2.
There's an option. That play was just out of whack from the get-go. As the snap was high, the flip on the option was late.
Well, it's safe to say it didn't come close to working.
Fourth down now as that play actually loses just a little bit. Loses a smidge. So it was 3rd and 7. Now it's going to be, it's closer to 8, be 4th down and 8. And the Cougars now are going to send back 2 return men. Number 2 is going to be Landon Sims. Number 11 is going to be Daniel Bubba Nettles. Nettles with the football. He makes a move, makes a couple of guys miss. Still on his feet. He outruns the guy to the sideline, weaves inside and out, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Cougars. No flags on the play.
No flags.
And so Daniel Bubba Nettles.
I spoke too soon.
There is a flag. It's way down, and probably that's either going to be, it's either going to be a hold or a block in the back.
Personal foul, block in the back.
Yep. And that's what, here's the old adage that we always used to talk about, back in the days when we played, is that if you can see the guy's number, his rear number, if you can see his tail pad, don't block him.
Right.
And so, sometimes guys get running down the field and they just get a little over anxious, and they just see somebody with another color jersey on, and they just want to smoke him.
And they're playing, and a lot of times you get guys on special teams, and that's what they play. Like Smiley used to. He's a special teams player, and there's Bubba straight up the middle.
And he's going to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
So that's going to stop the clock now with 30.7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Escambia Academy scores another touchdown. So with 6 more points on the board, EA is going to put up 27 points with the point after coming in the first quarter of play, and they lead in the ballgame right now 27-0.
Yeah, there's a nice crowd from Southern, drove down from Greensboro over there.
There's a good kick there by
and it's
Landon
good.
Sims, and it is good as the point after touchdown goes through. So with 30.7 seconds to go here in the first quarter, 28-0 the score. And we'll keep it right here as the Cougars getting it done early and often.
And with relatively, I think there's only been 2 penalties so far, so relatively few penalties compared to some of the other games. So I'm sure Coach Fountain was frustrated with some of those penalties last week. So worked on that. This
I had an opportunity. I had an opportunity pregame when I was down there with Coach Fountain. The white hat and the umpire. Those are the guys that go around and discuss things with all the coaches and everything about captains and stuff like that. And of course, the umpire and the white hat, the head referee, they came to the home side, which is standard operating procedures for an officiating crew. And, that's one of the things they talked about is that, they even talked about, they went back and talked about, we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. Let's get this kickoff going here. There's the kick.
Nice kick.
It is high and end over end, going to be fielded down on about the 7-yard line. They fake a reverse on the kickoff. And number 14,
Brady Howell, on kick coverage, makes a good tackle. But one of the things they talk about, Rick, is the fact that, even back when the game against Tuscaloosa, when Landon Sims got ejected from the game, one of the referees, the white hat, said, he goes, well, I can't get into it really what was said. He said, but I will tell you this, is I'm telling you what I heard, is he said that they kind of took the crew, and they asked the crew members, what did you see? And 3 out of the 5 said, I saw it as a malicious hit. Of course, my response to that is having, and that pass is incomplete and dropped. My response to that is, and I'm not taking a backhand slap at any of the officials because I officiate, have myself and everything else. But when you ask the crew, whoever called the penalty, the other guys are going to back him. Right.
I mean, they're going to ride for the brand, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I would want my partner on the field riding with me too. If I call a hit like that, you got to back me up, and that's exactly what happened, and that's why the the penalty was called, and it was.
Well, I mean, and everybody knows, Landon's a key player too. I saw that hit. I don't know that he should have been ejected. That's just my opinion. I mean, it is football, but we've seen quite a few ejections, not just at the high school level, but in the collegiate level too. I mean, our own Malachi Moore for Alabama, he barely bumped a quarterback's face mask and got thrown out of the game. And so they do need to at least be consistent with it. So anyhow.
Well, in defense of everything, that's hard to do because you got that whole human factor in there, and the humans wear the stripes, and they're going to make mistakes along the way.
Right.
That's the end of the first quarter. 12 minutes are put back on the scoreboard, and we'll be to the second quarter here when we come back. We'll take a break. The score at the end of one quarter of play, Escambia Academy 28 and Southern Academy nothing. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you could be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Good evening. This is Craig Albritton, your state senator. It's great to be back under the lights of Friday night football. It's been a long time since I was a player under these same lights, but I haven't forgotten the hard work, determination, and teamwork it takes to finish the game with a victory. As your senator, I use these same principles in Montgomery as we compete with other areas of the state for the resources we need. It is my job to see that Escambia County comes out a winner.
Atmore Auto Parts, located at 105 North 2nd Avenue in Atmore, is your local Napa dealer, specializing in automotive parts, farm and agricultural parts, ATV and heavy-duty parts, marine and hydraulic hoses. Atmore Auto Parts is open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5 and on Saturdays 7 to 12. No one knows parts better than the folks at Atmore Auto Parts. So for your next project, call Atmore Auto Parts at 251-368-2148.
Welcome back. A new 12 minutes on the scoreboard as the Cougars of Escambia Academy lead in the ball game by a score of 28-0. Cougars on defense. Southern Cougars with the football. There's a good run, probably one of the better offensive plays so far in the ball game by Southern.
Number 2.
It was a straight quarterback run. Campbell Webb takes the snap, and he just goes left.
Just a quarterback sweep. Had some good blocking, and let's see.
So it is going to be fourth down after a gain of 6 yards. Fourth down and 4. And I heard somebody from the far sideline yell punt. So the punt team is going to be out there for Southern. And they're going to have to give the ball up again. Clock running, 11:19 to go here in the first half. Oh, high snap. The snap is, the kick is away, but it's going to be a wobbly and kind of a dying quail as it hits the ground.
So you can get about 35 yards out of the punt, though.
So with the bounce after the fact, when the ball hit the ground and kind of took a Southern Academy Cougar bounce, the ball is going to be spotted across the 50 into Escambia Academy territory. It'll be spotted down at the 40.
About the 44-yard
line.
line.
Yeah, 44-yard line is right. And it'll be first down and 10 Cougars as they send the offense out. Escambia Academy does. I have to keep reminding myself that we got 2 sets of Cougars on the field. They're dressed differently. Escambia Academy with the football. Landon Sims, the quarterback, from the shotgun. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to the back.
Got some of the first teamers over here on the sideline now, working some more people into the game.
And that's good to see. That's number 3, Christian Crook, on the carry. And Crook carries at right tackle. The first down carry is going to gain 5 yards. It'll be second down and 5.
I see Brian Brown in there.
Slot to the left side. Well, actually, slot to the left and a wide receiver split wide to the right.
Ooh.
Here comes Christian Crook near sideline looking to pick up a block. He's showing some speed.
Yeah, he did show some speed on that. It looks like he got down to about the 15 or so.
Finally got run out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by the Cougars of Southern Academy. So that's going to bring up a first down, Escambia Academy. And the ball's going to be spotted down at the 15. They're at the Southern Academy 15-yard line. If you're just joining us, 28-0 the score. Escambia Academy over Southern Academy, playing here in the first half of play. Clock running 9:54 in counting.
With the straight I formation.
Landon Sims, the quarterback, going to hand off to the first back through. That's number 14. That's Brady Howell. Howell battling for yardage right up the middle. And that's good to see that the Cougars, these guys block a lot, does Brady Howell and J.J. Stevens. J.J. Stevens already has a touchdown tonight, and Brady Howell's getting some carries now. It's good to throw the old dog a bone every now and then and let those blocking guys handle the football a little bit. They like running the rock, too.
That was a good hard run. I mean, he picked up close to 4 yards, just about 3.5.
Well, I tell you,
he got hit immediately, and he just wouldn't go down.
Well, that you can look at Brady and tell, man.
Yeah, Brady, like I said,
he's a specimen.
You can tell he lifts weights. So
yeah, now he gets a chance to block.
And that's Christian Crook.
Christian Crook is going to make it into the end zone for a touchdown for the Cougars.
Yeah, Brady's having a good night, tackling and running. So is Christian.
So with 8:56 to go here in the first half, the score, Escambia Academy 34, Southern Academy nothing. And so the Cougars just continue just lighting the scoreboard up tonight, and this could get really ugly before it gets better.
Yeah, and a lot of people say, well, not a lot of people, but some people might say, well, you kind of run the score. You can't stop, at least in the first half, you're obligated to play your football game because you're getting ready for the playoffs. It's an area game, and so they're doing what they're supposed to. And a lot of coaches, they're going to some coaches just play it that way all the way through. Coach Fountain always, I'm sure, somewhere in the third quarter, he'll start really substituting freely. But but in the first half, you've got to. For playing experience only, you've got to play your football, your game.
Right, and to be honest with you, we may get to that point a little early here tonight. 35-0 the score with 8:56 to go here in the first half, and we're gonna see some new clean pants get in the ball game a little bit earlier than they have all year long tonight, and it's really going to be good for the Cougars of Escambia Academy because number one, you're resting starters. And number two, you have an opportunity to get some real live time playing action for some young kids that you are going to be depending on next year. I saw a football fly almost up here. I need to be hanging out the window trying to catch one last week.
I'll hold you.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to
hold you by your knees.
I'm not going to trust you to hold me. There's a high end-over-end kick as we get started here. It's going to be fielded back on the 10-yard line. Man coming with the football's number 11 as he looks to gain yardage and does.
Looks like he got just across his own 20 there. As we pointed out last week, it's a decent distance from down there behind the fence up here to the press box.
So I do see some new numbers going out onto the field, and it's not a whole new bunch. What they've done is they're choosing to kind of sprinkle in.
But there is substituting going on.
Yeah, they are substituting on defense, are the Cougars.
They should have been a procedure call on him.
Yeah, well, I made mention of that earlier. Number 7 just about on every play.
Fumble on the play.
Yeah, it is
Cougar
a fumble.
Football.
It's going to be the Cougars football, and I'm talking about our side Cougars. But yeah, 7 is moving early every time. But all right. So here's what we've talked about earlier in the year too. The game's 35-0. If he's moving a little early,
looks like this crew gets it.
If you blow that whistle, if you blow that whistle, I'm gonna take it from you at half.
yeah. Number 25 is in.
So some young kids, Ty McCants, a 9th grader, in for the Escambia Academy Cougars. He's going to be in on offense. There goes another fast runner out there. That's going to be Jacob Reed, an 11th grader, as he's going to be on offense as well. There's the snap.
Oh, number 25 is.
That's right. He's got some speed. He's got some bounce. And he's in the end zone. So number 25, and I tell you, Ty McCants, number 25, the little 9th grader, he may be the fastest one we've seen on the field all night.
Yeah. Tim, we owe Tim a thanks for that one. Come pointing that one out to us. Yeah, and scored on his first carry.
Yeah, his only carry of the night, and he takes it the distance into the end zone. And so with 8:16 to go here in the first half, 41-0.
Oh my goodness, Tim, we didn't hear you, Tim.
All right, so is the flag that we're mentioning, does it nullify the touchdown?
It did, because he's running the clock.
Okay, yep, you're right.
Those points off.
Well, darn. 8:05 to go here in the first half. Timeout is going to be taken, and it's going to be taken by the Cougars. We'll take it with them. Actually, that's not the right score. That last touchdown needs to be taken off. So it'll be 35-0 when we come back with 8:05 to go here in the first half. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar football on WBZR Atmore, or you could be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Every neighborhood is different. Every home unique. But one thing is for sure. Everywhere you go, you'll find people who take pride in their homes. Indoors, outdoors, they're always working on something. At your local ACE, we're proud to play our part in the communities we serve. And we want you to know that whatever projects you're planning, whether they're big or small, we'll be there. Have a question? Come in and ask. Our associates will be glad to help. They'll show you everything you'll need to get started. Give you friendly tips and expert advice on getting great results. Helpful ways to help you save time and money. Painting a room a new color. Getting the lawn just right. From changing a porch light to hanging pictures on the wall. If you need help, your local ACE is just minutes away. Stop by today. ACE, the helpful place.
See Bondurant Lumber and Hardware with locations in Bruton, Century, and Atmore.
Welcome back as we continue here at Escambia Academy in Canoe, Alabama. Clock running with 7:47 to go here in the first half. 35-0 the score. We thought we had lit up the scoreboard one more time as number 25 showed a little spark for the Cougars. Ty McCants, the freshman running back.
But a personal foul was on the play, but he just got a lot of that yardage back. So he's a tough little running back. And we've got Jacob Lee at quarterback.
Yep. So second team offense or some second teamers in. Jacob Lee around right in, going to be corralled up and stopped. But a good run there by Jacob. Good to see some of these young kids getting in the ball game and getting in early. This is really good for the squad, as it will pay dividends, if not this year, certainly next year.
Number 8 just entered the...
Yeah, and 8 looked like he's going in at quarterback, so that's going to be Jamarian Hooks. He's also a freshman. So Hooks will be the quarterback. Number 25, Ty McCants still in the game. Here comes
direct
Hooks.
Snap.
Hooks
Yep.
going on the direct snap. Runs hard and dives inside the 5. Going to be spotted down at about the 3-yard line.
And we do have Timmy Dorr, number 21, in the game.
A Timmy Dorr spotting on the field this early in the ball game. Flag on the play. And it's a big one. You know, one thing about it, if we get penalized, we're going to do it the best we can and get those big yardage penalties.
That was holding from the spot.
Okay,
Yep,
so a 10-yard penalty. We don't want a little 5-yarder. I mean, if you're going to get one, get your money's worth, right?
Number 17 in alongside Timmy out there, split out. Timmy is in the slot.
17 in the ball game is going to be Tyler Reagan. He's a 10th grader. Oh, look at this run. Good run there. Good hard. And that a way to finish the run there, big guy. So that's good, hard running. And that's by the quarterback. That's Jamarian Hooks.
3rd and long, about the 19. 3rd and goal.
It actually is 3rd and goal. The Cougars looking to get it in the end zone. Jamarian gets his play from the sideline and then kind of meanders his way to the huddle as this group of Cougars, because of they want to make sure they get everybody the play correctly. They do huddle up. There's the snap. Hooks looking to throw, going to throw over the middle. Oh, he had a man open and missed him. But also a lot of Cougars from Southern Academy around. That ball could have easily been picked off.
Yep. I think he was throwing number 21, Timmy, though, on that play. Timmy had to turn to defensive back mode there.
Penalty flag down on the play. That's in an area. Well, actually, it's going to be marked off against Southern. It's going to be roughing the passer against Southern Academy. So 5:09 to go here in the first half. A lot of younger Cougars in the ball game right now for Escambia Academy.
Southern came with a blitz on that one, put a little pressure on him too. So
split far side is going to be number 17, Tyler Reagan, along with number 21, Timmy Dorr. Looking away, looking up.
That's going to be intercepted.
Looks like it is going to be. He dropped it. It's going to be incomplete. Good defense there by Southern Academy as the cornerback had position on the wide receiver for the Cougars. And there you go again. You know, you were talking about that earlier, what Timmy had to do becoming a defender out there. Same thing on this side.
Number 12 was
the receiver, intended receiver, number 12, that's Carson Wilson.
Yeah, Carson, he did. It was his effort that kept that from being intercepted. I thought it was an interception to start with.
And that's good coaching and good football play. That's when you know your position right there, when you know, hey, I've got to now become a defensive back and knock that ball away. There's the snap. Looking for a man open.
Oh.
Pass was almost picked off.
Yeah. The go over on downs to Southern.
So on the 4th down play, Cougars failed to convert. They had to get the ball into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they did get a touchdown that got called back by a penalty, holding call.
So Southern Academy is going to take over the ball, 1st down and 10. It'll be inside the 10 at about the 7-yard line. And the defense for the Cougars will head back out there. And a lot of clean pants going in on defense here for Escambia Academy. I see number 12, Carson Wilson in.
Yeah, and we've got Timmy in playing his linebacker position.
That's right.
He was in on the tackle. We got to get some kind of a check sheet going here. Tick sheet for tackles.
Well, we've already talked about, you know, we'll just give. We'll just reward tackles as we choose to.
Well, he was in on that tackle, number 21, Jimmy Dorr. Number 5 also. Who is 5 on that? Rick?
5 is going to be, we don't have a 5. That looks like, I hear folks yelling about possibly, it's just a good play. I thought maybe there is
a 5 out there. He's not on our roster. I'm not sure.
Well, no, he's not on the roster.
Somebody wants to text us or put on YouTube who that is. We'll be glad to call his name out.
3 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Southern Cougars with the football. Escambia Academy Cougars on defense. There's a handoff going to be to number 7. That's going to be Kevin Fair. Or no, that's their number 7. Let me swap with you so I can get the offensive guys going. That's number 7. That's going to be Grant Hargroder.
Zeke McElhaney was in on that tackle, number 61.
Yeah, that's that's another one of our sponsors. His dad sitting right down there, Chef McElhaney from the Gather.
So if we're going to eat there, it's not going to be on a Friday because we
No, it can't be on a Friday, but we're certainly. I mean,
Ooh.
I've already talked to Chef McElhaney one time, and I told him, I said,
Number 27, Colby Sims in on that tackle.
I can be paid with steak. No doubt. And I tell you, I've been over there a time or two and went over there and talked to the McElhaneys about their sponsorship on high school football, on Cougar football on Friday night. And that place, just the smell was incredible. 2:17, the clock running here on this Friday
Third
night.
and about 4.
There's a good run by number 7. That's going to be Hargroder.
That was 24 on the tackle. Shanton Riley. Shanton doesn't make that tackle. That he could have still been running. That could have been a score for him. So good touchdown saving tackle by number 24.
And a good group of young kids just getting to go in and out of the game. I mean, these are Cougars of the future right here. These are your Cougar football players for the next several years to come. And they're getting an opportunity to play in this game, and that's really awesome. Good defense right there.
Yeah, good pass by their quarterback, but he was hit immediately and from short 5.
There goes the defensive end into the game, number 84 for Escambia Academy. Actually, he's a quarterback. He's lined up out here at a cornerback.
Oh.
There's a little, missed tackle there. But Cougars are flying around the football. That's what's great to see.
Yep.
Is, the game itself has not slowed down any. I mean, you got people flying to the football.
Yeah, they are. There's a lot of effort out there right now.
Clock running with minute 4 to go here in the first half of play. 35-0 the score. Escambia Academy in the lead. Looking to throw. Got a man wide open down the. And he's going to catch it and get in the end zone.
Yep. Somebody jumped up a little too early on that, misjudged that one, and went over his head, kind of like you see in youth baseball sometimes. He came up too close on it and it sailed over his head, and the receiver caught it and ran for the touchdown.
So inside a minute, 44.7 seconds to go in the first half of play here. And the score, that's going to run the score to 35-6 on behalf of Escambia Academy. The point after touchdown coming. In to do the kicking for Southern Academy is number 32. That's going to be Whit Taylor. The ball spotted down. The kick is up. The kick is good. And so with 44.7 seconds to go here in the first half, 35-7 the score, Escambia Academy in the lead. So the Cougars will kick the football off to the Cougars, but it'll be Southern kicking to us this time. So really no harm, no foul on that. I mean, that play was really a busted type play. It was busted. And going back deep to receive now for Escambia Academy. It looks like number 16, S.T. Clark, who is an 8th grader in the program. And also back deep to receive number 25, Ty McCants, who is a 9th grader. Kind of looking out there at some of the other numbers that are in the game. Number 17 for the Cougars is going to be Tyler Reagan. Number 5 is back in the game, but we don't have a number on him. Number 14 comes off. That's going to be Brady Howell, as he's going to come to the sideline and let somebody play in his spot. There goes 56 into the game for the Cougars. That's Charlie Sasser, a 10th grader. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line. And here comes the kick. Kick is going to be a onside kick and going to be recovered by Escambia Academy. Awesome job there.
Yes, it was.
Of getting his hands onto the football. That's going to be number 84. That's Eli McElhaney. So we get 84, Eli McElhaney, in the game, and he gets a chance to recover an onside kick and does a good job at that. So 43.6 seconds to go here in the first half. Escambia Academy with the football and the lead, 35-7.
Have lots of substitution going on still.
Their snap going to be a handoff. Number 25, he's got some speed, he's got some room. Still on his feet. Finally going to be knocked off his feet. But a good run there by 25. That's Ty McCants. And, you know, we talked about this earlier. Boy, when Ty McCants gets the football,
he knows what to do with it. He's got speed,
He's got some wheels. He may be the fastest one we've seen yet on the field tonight. There he is again with running room, straight up the middle. Crosses the 40. 3.8 seconds to go here in the first half. So this will be the last play of the half. And a matter of fact, the clock is wound. That's going to be it. There won't be another play, so we'll go to halftime. Let's go to halftime, and Joe, let's take about a 3-minute commercial break. A 3-minute break as we will come back and we'll talk about some things that we got going on here and going on the weekend around. So a lot of stuff to talk about, and we'll get to that when we come back. Your score at the half, Escambia Academy 35, Southern Academy 7. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR 105.9 FM in Atmore, or you may be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Southern Social Boutique has the latest styles and the trendiest clothes to make you look and feel your very best. Southern Social Boutique always has something you'll love to wear at a price you can surely afford. And with all the excitement of footballs flying through the air, show your team pride for either Alabama or Auburn game day T-shirts, available now for adults and children. Like us on Facebook for continuing updates and new arriving merchandise. Visit our website at southernsocialboutique.com or visit us at our store location at 101 Main Street in downtown Atmore. You'll love the way you look when your clothes come from Southern Social Boutique. No visit to Atmore is complete until you've experienced Gather. The Gather restaurant, located at 111 West Nashville Avenue in Atmore, has become the premier location for an incredible dining experience. From delectable appetizers and perfectly seasoned steaks to scrumptious dessert choices, your mouth is sure to water just thinking about your next trip to Gather. Great food, incredible service, and an authentic Southern charm will have you coming back again and again. Gather is open Tuesday through Saturday from 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. The Gather restaurant is a proud sponsor of Escambia Academy Cougar Athletics.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and auto owners.
Johnson Ford, we put our customers' wants and needs first. We'd like you to come by and see us at 1828 South. Gasoline station with location.
Woo!
All season. Thank you for making Seaman Gasoline your choice for quality fuels and convenience items. Diamond Gasoline is and commercial property in both Alabama and Florida. You need to see the fine folks at Southern Real Estate, Debbie Brown, owner and broker, and agent David Dobson. They represent any real estate needs. Located at 800 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore and at southernrealestate.org on the web. They're just a phone call away at 251-368-4397. Choosing the right realtor makes a whole difference. See Southern Real
Field, entertaining the crowd. Of course, we had, this first group that was out there, Rick, it was kind of neat. I was looking at one of their T-shirts that they're wearing. They're wearing the pink T-shirts, and of course, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and one of the T-shirts the T-shirts that the cheerleaders are wearing talks about tackling cancer. So, that's really a good theme and of course, a worthwhile thing because, we both know people in our direct group
Families
of friends and family that have, been victims of breast cancer. We know breast cancer survivors. We also know those that have succumbed to breast cancer, and it's really a sad thing. And so all of this breast cancer awareness stuff that we do during the month of October is really worthwhile. It's really a good cause, and it's good to see these kids learning early to get in that fight against cancer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. In fact, a friend of mine, a year younger than me, Vivian Castilla, was a longtime sales executive for ABF Freight Lines over in Biloxi. She just passed away a couple of weeks ago from a complication. You know how it is with the breast cancer. Sometimes it has a high survivability rate compared to some cancers, but if it keeps coming back, which it did with her, and she finally succumbed to it, and a very, very tough competitor, and I was very sad to see her go. Of course, as we all know, Vivian's in a much better place now, but we still need to do what we can to fight it and bring awareness to it.
And, in talking about the cheerleaders, one of the things that I've got to mention, the fact, because I'm so proud of her, and I know you are too. We talk about football and everything and what great athletes football players are and everything. And from your wife, Janet, being a cheerleader. I know from my daughter, Anna Marie, being a cheerleader when she was coming through school and everything. These cheerleaders are athletes.
Oh, yeah, they are. My daughter was a cheerleader for co-captain for the Faith Academy Rams when she went to school there. Now she's majoring in athletic training, and she's working with the trainers for the University of Alabama's football cheerleaders.
Right.
And she'll be there tomorrow night for the Tennessee game. Janet and I are driving up tomorrow to watch it, but she's on the field with the cheerleaders.
Yeah, and that's
they work incredibly hard.
Oh yeah, and that's cool to see. I mean, that'll tell you right there that cheerleading is an athletic ability because they assign at the university level there at the University of Alabama. It's incredible that Kaylee gets to be a part of that group and she gets to be on the sideline, but she's there for the protection of the cheerleaders
Sure.
in case they suffer an injury, because some of the stuff they do is just incredible. I know I wouldn't want somebody throwing me around the way some of those gals get thrown around and caught.
They get dropped. And,
oh yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it is. It's tough on the ankles and the wrist. And a lot of cheerleaders have lingering ankle and wrist injuries and shoulder injuries, just like you see with the football teams. Football is a collision sport, as we've talked about before. Coach Bell telling us that
right.
way back in the day. And but yeah, there's a lot of injuries. It's a very athletic event. A lot of them can do the tucks, the backflips, the multiple somersaults on the front side, stuff that we would have parts laying around all over the field.
That's right.
If we did that. So, yeah, they do work hard.
Well, a big weekend. We talked about that going through here as we look for things to kind of fill our time here at halftime with. And I'll just say this: if you live around here, of course there are a ton of Atlanta Braves baseball fans in this area because we grew up watching the Atlanta Braves on the superstation WTBS. We grew up, we watched, because there was no lights at Wrigley, we would always watch the day games at Wrigley Field in Chicago on WGN Channel 9.
Right.
And then we would watch the Braves on WTVS out of Atlanta. That would be the night game. And, my dad was a big, just a big Braves fan and everything else. And so we, right now the Braves are ahead still 3-2 in the series that they have going on against the Los Angeles Dodgers. But I stayed up late with them last night screaming at the TV trying to pull the Braves through. And, of course, they got it handed to them last night in a bullpen game. But tomorrow night we'll be back in Atlanta, and hopefully the Braves will win.
First ever football team, 1971.
The football team from 1971 from 50 years ago. Yeah, and some cheerleaders, that's right.
EA's football program was started 50 years ago in the spring of 1971. You may hold off for a minute on this train. Let's give it just a minute. I'll need to hold you guys up. This is what we affectionately call the Escambia Academy honorary band.
And went to Escambia Academy High School in Atmore. These Cougars played on, a lot of times they would play on Saturday night, and it was so, we would draw a big crowd in Atmore.
Okay, going back, 1971, our first football team.
An equally big crowd.
That spring, the team held spring training behind Blue Baptist Church directly across the street here on Highway 31, because at that time the stadium was not constructed yet. It was finished later that summer. That season, the Cougars had a record of 10-1-1, losing in the state semifinal game to our visitors here from Southern Academy, 7-6. They fell just short with a 2-point conversion that kept them from reaching the championship game that year. The team was led by 13 seniors
Recognize some of
and
these
had
guys,
6
Don Moore,
defensive
Jeff
shutouts
Stivers,
in their 12 games, only allowing 40 points to be scored on them all year. The offense scored 484 points and averaged 40 points per game. The team captain was tackle Jimbo Walker. Co-captains were linebacker John Batchelor and linebacker Ron Smith. Two Cougars that year made the All-State team, Jimbo Walker and Robert Donald. Dee Blackwell was an honorable mention to All-State also. Tailback Robert Donald was voted most valuable player by his teammates. And the 1971 team of cheerleaders are going to be recognized in order at this time. First, I want to recognize our first coach, head coach Jimmy Brown. Fullback, Dee Blackwell.
And so now they introduced the play.
Tackle, Clint Crawford. Tailback and MVP, Robert Donald. Wide receiver, Kurt Donaldson. End, Randy Hall. At guard, Larry Johnson. Tackle and team captain Jimbo Walker. Quarterback, John Ward. At center, Charles Woods. At an end, Frankie Coon. At the other end, Richard Monroe. At back, Nancy Bondurant. At tackle, Melvin Hetzel. At guard, David Smith. At an end, James Smith. Tackle, Larry McPherson. At end, Brent Whitaker. And of those who cannot attend tonight, linebacker and co-captain John Batchelor. Guard, Jimmy Earl. Linebacker and co-captain Levon Smith. Guard, Jeff Shiver. We have a few that have gone to be on with our Lord. Mr. Howard Ford at the end. Mr. Philip Williamson in tackle, manager Billy Brown, and assistant coach and headmaster Roland Mosley. And now for our cheerleaders, who's kept the spirit up for these guys during that year. First, Kathy Gordon Russell.
There's.
Linda K. Hilton Farr. Myrna Corbin Hales. Lisa Swift. Anna Millsap Smith. Hannah Scott. Co-captain Janet Hilton Shirley. Unable to attend tonight. Unable to attend Lynn Maxwell Shirley. Also unable to attend Susan Tennant Batchelor. Also unable to attend Shane Batchelor Elliott.
That's right.
Also Gretchen Chapman Oldham.
As we move through halftime,
special
we're
recognition
still paying homage to the group that came in
to our
for the
cheerleaders
50th anniversary.
And our headmaster for a very long time and teacher,
Of course, it's
Ms.
a
Judy
great
Brown.
night for them and a great night for us as we get an opportunity to meet all these folks and talk
Ladies
to
and
some
gentlemen,
of
your
them. We've got just a
1971
little bit of time left here to go before we kick
football
this thing
team,
back off
first ever.
for the
Thank
second
you very
half.
much
So
for what
we'll
you've done for this group.
let's take another break. We'll take a 3-minute break, and we'll come back as we continue right here on WBZR. At the half, the score, Escambia Academy 35, Southern Academy 7. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you could be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Juniper Creek Lumber is a family-owned and operated sawmill operation with locations in Uri, Alabama, and Bluntstown, Florida. Juniper Creek Lumber specializes in turning storm recovery logs into custom-cut lumber for use in a variety of building projects. We have longleaf pine, juniper, white cedar, cypress, and hardwood. And who wouldn't love authentic heart pine beams or new heartwood flooring custom-cut to your need and specification? Check us out on Facebook or call Greg Fralick at 251-254-0414 or Cooper Dean at 251-362-8100. That's Greg Fralick at 251-254-0414 or Cooper Dean at 251-362-8100 for Juniper Creek Lumber, Southern Best.
Barra Fine Furniture in Flomaton, also with locations in Pensacola, Mobile, Dothan, and Andalusia, your one-stop shopping experience. We carry over 50 different brands, including Flex Steel, Brassmaster, Bassett, Rowe, Ashley, Catnapper, and many more. Come see our sleep gallery for a great night's sleep. You can pick out the mattress that best fits your comfort level. See it today, take it today, or you can custom order. Come visit us, store hours 9 to 5 on Monday through Friday, 9 to 2 on Saturday.
Pioneer Sales of East Bruton, Alabama says try our inventory out for mobile homes. Check their skirting prices. They're best around, and they install. They have floor vents, brown and white, 4x8 size, $4.25, 4x10, $4.95. Buy one, get one free. Window screens for mobile homes. They make them to size. They have tubs, doors, windows, faucets, bathrooms, and sinks. Light fixtures, plumbing, AC duct, furnace vanities, cool seal, step, and kitchen sinks as well. Just about anything to do with a mobile home, they have it at Pioneer Sales in East Bruton. Give them a call today, 867-8507.
Good evening. This is Craig Albritton, your state senator. It's great to be back under the lights of Friday night football. It's been a long time since I was a player under these same lights, but I haven't forgotten the hard work, determination, and teamwork it takes to finish the game with a victory. As your senator, I use these same principles in Montgomery as we compete with other areas of the state for the resources we need. It is my job to see that Escambia County comes out a winner.
Atmore Auto Parts, located at 105 North 2nd Avenue in Atmore, is your local Napa dealer, specializing in automotive parts, farm and agricultural parts, ATV and heavy-duty parts, marine and hydraulic hoses. Atmore Auto Parts is open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5 and on Saturdays 7 to 12. No one knows parts better than the folks at Atmore Auto Parts. So for your next project, call Atmore Auto Parts at 251-368-2148.
thank you to all of our sponsors out there. Got about
every home unique. But one thing is for sure, everywhere you go, you'll find people who take pride in their homes. Indoors, outdoors, they're always working on something. At your local ACE, we're proud to play our part in the communities we serve. And we want you to know that whatever projects you're planning, whether they're big or small, we'll be there. Have a question? Come in and ask. Our associates will be glad to help. They'll show you everything you'll need to get started. Give you friendly tips and expert advice on getting great results. Helpful ways to help you save time and money. Painting a room a new color. Getting the lawn just right. From changing porch light to hanging pictures on the wall. If you need help, your local ACE is just minutes away. Stop by today. ACE, the helpful place.
See Bondurant Lumber and Hardware with locations in Bruton, Century, and Atmore.
Southern Social Boutique has the latest styles and the trendiest clothes to make you look and feel your very best. Southern Social Boutique always has something you'll love to wear at a price you can surely afford. And with all the excitement of footballs flying through the air, show your team pride for either Alabama or Auburn game day T-shirts available now for adults and children. Like us on Facebook for continuing updates and new arriving merchandise. Visit our website at southernsocialboutique.com or visit us at our store location at 101 Main Street in downtown Atmore. You'll love the way you look when your clothes come from Southern Social Boutique. No visit to Atmore is complete until you've experienced Gather. The Gather restaurant, located at 111 West Nashville Avenue in Atmore, has become the premier location for an incredible dining experience. From delectable appetizers and perfectly seasoned steaks to scrumptious dessert choices, your mouth is sure to water just thinking about your next trip to Gather. Great food, incredible service, and an authentic Southern charm will have you coming back again and again. Gather is open Tuesday through Saturday from 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. The Gather restaurant is a proud sponsor of Escambia Academy Cougar Athletics.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and auto owner's insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies, here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
See Larry White Insurance Agency at 430 Palafox Street in Flemington, or call 296-2471. Why buy at Johnson Ford? We put our customers' wants and needs first. We respect their time and offer a stress-free approach to selling cars. This is reflected in our winning Ford President's Award 5 years consecutively. From sales to service, we do everything we can to achieve the highest level of customer service. We are proud to be the premier Ford dealership in this area. We invite you to come by and see us at 1828 South Main Street in Atmore to experience the know-how, best price, worst way of doing business. Stop by and see Jim Johnson and the staff or give them a call, 251-368-2135.
And welcome back as we get set for the third quarter of play here at Escambia Academy in Canoe, Alabama. Did you see who I got to go down and talk to?
Yeah, I saw you out there talking to Jimbo Walker.
Man, that's why I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell you something. Over on 5th Avenue here in Atmore, Jimbo Walker, of course, Jimbo, the kids in that thing now, and I call them kids, they were older than I was, but it was Hunter and it was Jimbo, and then it was and I think I got them in the right order. Or Dolly may have been next, but it was Hunter, Dolly, and Jimbo, and then there was Chris. Chris was the baby.
Right.
Well, Chris was my brother Jimmy's age, and the two of them came up, played high school baseball and football at Escambia County High School in Atmore. Chris and Hunter and all them, they were older, you know, but I mean the difference in Chris, because Chris and Jimmy graduated from Escambia County High School in '83. Yeah. I was there in '81 and graduated. Well, Jimbo was a part of this class, so there was about a 10-year difference between me and Jimbo. But just getting a chance to talk to Jimbo, I tell you, he's such a good guy. He's coached. He played he played college football at East Carolina, and so he was an East Carolina Pirate. Still lives up there in the Carolinas. I asked him a while ago, I said, you still playing golf? He said, well, he said a little bit. He said, I don't know if you could call what I'm doing playing golf or not. He said, but I go out and ride around on the course. And I said, man, if you're able to just go out and be in the sunshine and do the things you do. But just a great group of guys down there with an opportunity. Met Larry McPherson down there. I knew I remembered the name. And Larry used to be my neighbor over there on Cloverdale Road. Yeah, he lived on Cloverdale Road with us right there and so it was great to see Larry, and I hadn't seen him in probably 50 years.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, like I said, we were talking about that earlier. I mean, there are quite a few great athletes on that team, and I remember some of them now, and some of it's kind of coming back to me, like. Of course, we knew Jimbo went on and played college ball.
Right.
And of course, the Walker family, all good athletes.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Chris played college baseball, and some of these guys went on to play college baseball too. So that this team, and I was just looking at them when they were out there right there, they're still a healthy-looking bunch. Some big guys. I mean, it looked like most of them over 6 foot out there, so it's no wonder that they were as good as they were, but good athletes and good people.
Well, yeah, and you're right about that, good people. You know, I have some fond memories of back in the day around the Walker household on Fifth Avenue over there, and Mr. Carl and Ms. Walker and Hunter and all them. You know, if you knew my brother Jimmy, and there's a kick that's going to end up going out of bounds as the Southern Academy Cougars kick off to Escambia Academy. It's opportunity to recover that ball as nobody got on it, but it looks like it was knocked out of bounds. And so the Escambia Academy Cougars will take over the ball, first down and 10. And according to
lots of the substituting still going on, so good on you, Coach Fountain.
That's right. But yeah, I mean, you know, when I saw Jimbo down there a while ago, got an opportunity to speak to him, I said, man, I said, you just don't know. I said, y'all were like my, you know, brothers from another mother.
And you know, too, talking about them, he's going to be not tackle for loss. Number 2 got away.
Right.
Somebody came up. Well, I thought he was going to.
And he's got some running room still as he breaks a tackle. So he turns in what would have been a big loss into a pretty substantial gain there.
I think Timmy Dorr was in on that tackle, Rick. He was. Him and
so number 21.
And 21.
I said number 1 mistakenly. I mean, you know, because I know, knowing little Timmy's dad the way I do, you know, he's number 21 on the field, but he's number 1 in your heart.
Yeah, 21. Yeah, that was Timmy. But now, you know, going back to that team from 71, 72 class, this school, there was a lot of, just reading the article that was on the social media, that guy is gone. Yeah. I guess he stepped out of bounds, didn't he? No, he called it a touchdown.
Yeah, they are going to call that a touchdown.
But a lot of people this school went through the 10th grade. I'm not even sure. It may have been called Escambia Academy, but I know for the next year they went to the 12th grade. And a lot of the players that came out here when this school started, they used to have to practice behind the First Methodist Church over here across the highway, across the railroad tracks and the highway. And I'm sure they appreciated that train coming by while they were being honored out there, because I'm sure they remember it. But as everybody that grows up around this area knows the sound of the trains. But a lot of good people went into supporting this school and opening it up, and it's good to see them here. Busted play.
He's got an opportunity to get the 2-point conversion.
Good effort by Timmy. He almost got him. He just, that number 2 can move if he wants to. I don't see any penalties on it, so it'll be a touchdown for Greensboro for Southern Academy.
Clock is running with 9:20 to go in the ball game, and it looks like that we're in a running clock situation. They're just gonna let her run, and so still running with 9:09 to go. And so what was a 35-7 score, now with the 8 points that are put on the board, a 35-15 score. And you know, that group, of course, you know, I had an opportunity to talk to Jimbo, because I've got to mention this about, you know, those boys, Jimbo, Hunter, and Chris, they've got a sister named Dolly, and she's just an incredible person. And Dolly's been in a battle with cancer here for a couple of years, and she's battled, and she seems to be right now doing well and in some sort of recovery, and we just continue to pray for her recovery from the cancer that she's had to battle. And I tell you, listening and keeping up with her story on Facebook has just been incredible. It's an inspiration to those around us, around her, to see her be able to go through what she's gone through and to keep up the attitude and all that she has been able to keep up that great attitude. Number 7 on the carry for the Cougars, still on his feet, still battling for yardage.
I think he's just trying to run some clock off. Rick.
He must be, and he's doing a really good job of that. That is incredible. That was an incredible run. That was number 7, Kevin Farish, an 11th grader, and he ran. If you could count all the actual moves and stop and starts and go, that was about a 225-yard gain, but he only gets credit for about 25 yards.
I think he was just being a good sport, trying to run the clock down on a long play. But yeah, talking about those players from that class 71, 72, of course, one thing I didn't consider, of course, I'm old too, but there's probably if I mention somebody that is not here with us anymore,
right?
Then I'm sorry about that, but I haven't seen lots of them. And I was kind of surprised by the amount of them. It looks like almost all the seniors showed up, and some of the other players. I mean, they could fill a team right now, the number of people that showed up. So.
Well, and when they were introducing people out there, they did at the end, and of course we didn't have a list, so we could share those names with you, but they did honor those that had passed on
yeah.
that were a part of that group.
Like our own classes.
Right.
I mean, there's some of them have passed on. People don't know. I still hear about some classmates that have passed on, and I'm like, what?
Right.
And so, of course, had a few close calls myself. So.
Clock still running, 6:20 and counting here in the third quarter, 35-15 the score. Escambia Academy leading Southern Academy at this point. Escambia Academy with the football. They're dressed in black.
Number 8 just kept the ball and ran straight in the middle, had a good game.
Yeah, that's Jamarian Hooks.
Yeah, I mean, hard running.
And, I'd like to see 25 get in the end zone. He scored earlier, but it got called back. But Ty McCants, with all the work he's done here in the latter stages of the first half. And
there he goes.
Hey, that joker.
That guy can fly.
Yeah, they're not going to catch him. He's in the end zone.
That's some serious speed right there. I do see the good old penalty flag now.
Yeah. Jamarian's going to be upset because that makes the second time in the ball game that he's rushed for a touchdown, and it looks like it's going to be called back.
Yeah. Right, so that one's coming back.
And it's holding. Yeah, and from where that flag was thrown and where the ball was headed to, there's no way that hold even affected.
No, I mean, he had nothing but green in front of him, and nobody was going to catch him, so it just wasn't necessary. And that's another good thing, and that's why you should play the younger players so they can learn that sort of thing. I mean, it's
that's right.
Just a useless holding call.
But that's when, you've heard me say this before, that's when, as the white hat on the officiating crew, I call timeout. And I'm going to walk around to all the guys and say, give me your whistles.
But at least it's a running clock. The penalty did not stop the clock. So
5:10 now left to go in the third quarter. Rollout.
Oh, he fumbled.
Yep, looks like the ball's on the ground.
I think the Cougars.
Looks like the Cougars of Escambia Academy. Nope. It does go over as the Cougars of Southern Academy are going to recover. 35-15 the score. And I will say this, we discussed this earlier in the ball game about how some of these scores with Southern ended up being closer than,
and this is why.
Yeah,
and we discussed this very reason, in fact, because we try to research the teams a little bit and saw where they had scored a few points. But, it's clearly, like I said, they have a very young team, and they're as we said about that team from Lighthouse last week, they're clearly overmatched.
Right, and you know, we're not trying to take anything at all away from Southern Academy. They're just a young team.
Yeah, like I said, they've won. I remember when my son played back, in the 07, 06, 07, 08. Southern had good teams back then,
right?
And they've won 7 state championships over the years, and so I mean they've got a lot of tradition. It's just a rebuilding year for them.
Clock running, 3:51 to go in the third quarter. Southern Academy with the football, fighting for yardage, a running play. It's going to be number 7 on the carry for them.
Well, number 9 was the tackler on that one, Rick.
9 for our Cougars is going to be Luke Bell, a 10th grader, in on a tackle. Clock still rolling. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter as the running clock is being utilized here in this ball game. And rightfully so. Like I said, you know, you've basically got, and that's going to be probably a face mask. No, it's going to be a horse collar. So a horse collar tackle.
On number 17. I'm not sure that was a horse collar. Yeah, I think he just had him by the jersey and slung him around and slung him down.
Yeah, Tyler Reagan, number 17, gets called for the horse collar.
I'll have to review that on the film later. I'm not sure that was a horse collar.
Yeah, I'm with you there on that. I think he just had a handful of jersey. And a horse collar has to be from behind, and it's pretty much where you use the collar of the shoulder pads, yeah.
Right. It can be the jersey if it's up top, but that didn't look like that was the case there. I'm not sure.
Clock still running with 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Running clock. Escambia Academy with the lead, 35-15. Straight ahead running. Tough running there.
Yeah, number 17 got his tackle.
Two minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Tyler Reagan, he got his tackle back on that one. So
play gains 1 yard, 2nd down and 9 for Southern Academy. Ball spotted out across the 35 to about the 36-yard line.
See Charlie Sasser, 56, out here at end. Playing the,
There's a good tackle there on defense by the Cougars. That looked like 25. No, that's a bigger player than 25.
I can't see his numbers all bunched up.
He's got his jersey.
53.
53, I think.
Yeah, that's DJ Lyons, 10th grader.
Well, good for him. Good for DJ.
Yeah. Looked like the Southern Cougar tried to kick him as he was getting up off of him.
A minute, 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter as this third quarter just flies by.
You must have had a word with the referee, head referee, when you were down there about the penalty flags.
There's a good carry by the quarterback on the keeper.
Oh, Timmy Dorr in on the tackle on that one for sure. Good job, Timmy.
So 4th down and about 2 yards to go. Inside a minute to go here in the third quarter. Clock running down with 28, 27, 26 seconds. And there's going to be a penalty. And so that's going to be a procedure call against the Southern Cougars.
Yeah.
And with the flag, they stop the clock.
And they do. They're substitute also. They're trying to get some of their younger players in the game.
Yeah, they got a lot of them in there, and I think they stopped the clock just basically so they can
set the ball.
Set the ball, send the punt team out. The clock has been restarted, counting down now 11, 10, 9 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Nobody back for the Cougars.
There's the snap. They coming after. Oh, it's going to be a fake. And
it's not going to work.
Yeah, not a very good time in the game to be faking the punt.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about the coaching decision on that one. Or maybe he just decided to do it on his own.
I'm looking for Lane Kiffin. but I don't see him. That was one of those, hey, it's 4th down. Anyway, that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And while we're refilling our popcorn, we'll come back in just a minute. The score after the end of 3, 35-15, Escambia Academy over Southern Academy. We'll be back. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you could be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Diamond Gasoline stations with locations all over South Alabama and Northwest Florida wish all the local teams in the area good luck this football season. Thank you for making Diamond Gasoline your choice for quality fuels and convenience items. Diamond Gasoline is proud to support this broadcast and be a part of the community. And remember, fill your tank and save your green at Diamond Gasoline. Whether selling or buying home, lots, land, or commercial properties in both Alabama and Florida, you need to see the fine folks at Southern Real Estate. Debbie Rowell, owner and broker, and agent David Dobson are ready to assist you with any real estate need. Located at 800 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore and at southernrealestate.org on the web, they are just a phone call away at 251-368-4397. Choosing the right realtor makes all of the difference. See Southern Real Estate.
Hey, and welcome back. We found out who our number 5 is. That's been the mystery player for the Escambia Academy Cougars. Number 5 is Brady Phillips.
Yeah, because we didn't have him on our roster originally. We've been toting around for a while now, but we know Brady, and he's a good football player. He's just.
As a matter of fact, that may be a Brady Phillips sighting right there on the carry.
No, that's 9.
Oh, that's 9. I'm sorry. Well, there's those. That's those 58-year-old eyeballs again. 9-5. I mean, they're close.
We told Tim earlier. Anytime we misread the number, we were just going to call out 21.
Yeah, and then Tim kind of hurt my feelings because he'd offered us a 42-inch monitor so we could see better. You know, I mean, it's like one of those things where you're wondering whether or not you can.
Your need and specification. Check us out on Facebook. Or call Greg Fralick at 251-254-0414 or Cooper Dean at 251-362-8100.
There's the snap. Going to be a long throw down the field. Got a man open and misses him, as that would have been a touchdown.
362-8100 for Juniper Creek Lumber, Southern Best.
Sorry about that. Just have some. Not sorry for the sponsorships, but.
That's right, and evidently I got a little overzealous with us coming back on the air, but we're back now. 10:37 with the running clock here in the 4th quarter. Cougars with the football.
And we're trying to get our sponsorships, and we're thankful for all our sponsors. And but with the running clock, we still got to give them their airtime.
That's right. It's hard to get them in. There's people jumping everywhere. That's going to be a penalty marked off against Southern Academy. Really couldn't. Let's see. I guess they're going to debate over who jumped. I know more of theirs jumped than ours, so I'd mark it off against them.
Is that how it works, Mr. Umpire?
Well,
Mr. Referee?
Well, probably not, but, being.
Sounds good to me.
I'm just saying, offsides, yeah, it's going to be. See there, I told you. It's going to be against Southern. They had to get together over that, which I really find ridiculous. But.
Well, the clock didn't stop.
Yeah, with the clock running like that, but as long as they got it right, which I think they did.
Well, that's a nice play right there, man.
It is a good play. And good
draw play.
Good running, yep. I probably told you this story before. One time, Escambia County High School, this is back during the day when I was helping student coach a little bit. I was a coach at, I was going to school at Jeff Davis, and I was helping Coach Bob Zarn with the junior high team. And we were just blessed the year that I was helping him. We had Murray Hill in the backfield. The only play that Coach Bob Zarn let me call all year long was against Gulf Breeze High School, and we were beating them about 42-0. And
I mean,
Yeah, there is he's got some wheels.
You say he's a ninth grader?
He is a ninth grader, a true freshman. But anyway, Coach Bob Zorn looked at me and said, "Hey, Ricky, what you think we ought to run? We don't want to score right here. We just need a play." And I said, "Well, just run Murray on a draw." And so we just run a draw play on like a fourth down play. And
Murray Hill was one of those players, when he took off, he was at full speed.
That's right. He's kind of like,
Number 25.
Yeah. So anyway, 65 yards later, Murray's handing the ball to the referee in the end zone, and of course the folks at Gulf Breeze were livid because they thought we were trying to run the score up on them.
It was an eighth grader.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do sometimes? And that's just like, these two teams right here, they're battling this out, and since about 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, or in the second quarter, Escambia Academy have had their second teamers in the ball game.
Yeah, and they've played pretty well. I mean, there's been some substituting on Southern's part. Southern doesn't have as many players. They may have maybe 22, 23 players total.
They do, and a lot of those because I remember this from talking with Coach Hugh Fountain before the ball game, is actually varsity players that Southern dresses, 14 kids.
Yeah, wow. Well, they got 14 cheerleaders over there. As many cheerleaders as they do for a football team.
There's a snap, going to be a handoff straight up the middle.
Again. If they call a penalty on him, he's going to have a legitimate gripe against these referees.
Yeah, because if they'll just keep
Ty
giving
McCants on the carry.
Yeah, keep giving it to Ty McCants, number 25.
You keep giving it to him, he's going to score.
Well, with the touchdown run that he had earlier, and with the big run that he had down here, these couple of runs,
call back. Yeah,
he'd have 100 yards rushing here before long.
Yeah,
I mean, he's gaining big chunks.
So we got second and about 8 here.
Yeah, clock running with 6:47 to go in the ball game. Escambia Academy still up in the game by a score of 35-15.
Oh, that's a nice run. There you go. That's Brady Phillips right there, number 5, the mystery jersey. Nice run. He saw the hole and cut back inside.
Looks like, yep, they're going to move the chains. That's going to be a first down Cougars. And so the younger Cougars keeping the drive going.
Brady.
Clock continuing to go at 6:10 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, nice carry. First down pickup for Brody. Good job.
Quarterback in the shotgun. There's the snap. Going to throw. Got a man open, and he overthrew him. Almost a touchdown. And this Cougar sideline over here, they want to see their young counterparts throw a touchdown pass. They all came up, and I tell you, everybody was on the edge of their seats. It was close, but he just barely overthrew the receiver, and the ball fell incomplete. Even with the incomplete pass, the clock is still running. Now 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game.
The throw was to number 12, Carson Wilson right there, and almost.
Second down and 10 for the Cougars. 35-15, they lead. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be.
That's Ty McCants.
Yep, Ty McCants on the carry. Tough running.
Yeah, he's not just fast. I mean, he runs hard too.
Strong lower body. I mean, you can tell. I mean, he drives those legs and battles for yardage, and that play gains good yards. That's going to be a gain of about, we'll call it 6.
Third and about 4.
Yep, 3rd and 4. And Cougars are knocking on the door. And this place will really erupt if we get to complete a touchdown pass right here. Of course, I don't know whether the Cougars will do that. They may elect just to simply run the football and run the clock out.
Yeah, they're executing very well, though. I mean, for underclassmen.
Nope, they are going to throw.
Oh, he's
steps
nice.
Through, does a good job avoiding tacklers.
Touchdown.
Got a man, and let's see, do they give it to him?
They got to.
Touchdown, Cougars. That was incredible. That was one of the better throws we've seen in a while.
Carson Wilson, yeah, from number 8, Jamarian Hooks.
That was a good throw and a better catch on the other end. And so the coaches and everybody celebrating here to see the success of this young Cougar bunch as they get a score on the board. And now with 4:16 to go in the ball game, the score is Escambia Academy 41.
Boy, I really like these underclassmen going down and scoring that touchdown. Even with like 7 penalties, they were able to drive it down and get their touchdown.
That's right, and never got their heads down. They just kept battling, and finally got it in. You know, that's something that we all need to learn in our lives is that, hey, you got to persevere. I remember, you know, growing up watching Finding Nemo with the kids.
Well, he's going to get in the end zone. Oh, he threw another flag on it. Ty McCants just can't get a break on him.
Yeah, he can't even score a 2-point conversion without somebody flagging it. That's going to stop the clock with 4 minutes, 16 seconds to go.
Perhaps it's on Southern. Oh, my goodness.
That's going to be a holding call against the Cougars. So yeah, I mean,
just got to be determined. One of the greatest of human virtues is determination. Just keep trying.
Yeah, and that's what that was the point I was going to make. I can remember watching, you know, Finding Nemo and the little bluefish that was friends with Nemo. You know, she was swimming along and she would say,
Dory.
Yeah, her. She would say, just keep swimming, you know, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is I'm just trying to keep swimming, and that's what these Cougars are doing too. 4:10 to go in the ball game. Pass over the middle. That would only be a 2-point conversion, but it falls incomplete. And so the extra point is no good, and even with the extra point, the clock is running, so that's a good thing. 41-15 the score as we draw near the end of this ball game on this night. And I actually put in an order for one of those
pizzas,
gold footballs. No, remember the gold football that they threw earlier?
Let me see if I can help you out.
Yeah, well, somebody, you know, one of the cheerleader sponsors came by and said, have they gotten you a football yet? I said, no, ma'am, but I'm eagerly awaiting one of those new colored ones. And she said, well, we'll try to get you one of them. And so hopefully, you know, you can. It's like Christmas around here when I get a new football to carry home.
Well, can I have the lower class one, the white one they gave you last?
I will think about allowing you to take possession of the white one if I get one of the newer ones.
I like footballs.
I know you do. As a matter of fact, me and my son Cooper the other day were out in the front yard with it, and he had me throwing him bombs in the yard. Of course, with this old 58-year-old shoulder that I've got, those bombs are a lot shorter than what they used to be.
Yeah. It's a long way from Jetto to the hospital also.
That's right. Yeah,
Jetto being the metropolis that Ricky Ding lives in.
Yeah, no doubt. Way out there in Uriah, Alabama, they don't send the ambulance out there where I stay. they stay closer into town. Usually when people get hurt out there where I live, the first move is to get you to the back of the tailgate.
It's tourniquet, right?
Yeah, that's right. They throw you on the tailgate of the truck. That is the first move. There's a good run back after the kick there by Southern Academy.
On the tackle, Eli McElhaney, and I didn't catch the other number there. 20, maybe 27 then on the tackle on that one. Kobe Sims.
Yep, we're just proud of Eli's dad because we know that he can cook a steak.
Yep. Kobe Sims in on that tackle, number 27. Sure
Clock running with 1:40 to go here in the ball game. 41-15 the score.
We have at the Mike linebacker positions, inside linebackers, we have Timmy Dorr and number 5, Brody Phillips.
Yep.
Oh, nice tackle.
Timmy was trying to get him an angle of pursuit there as he moved along the line of scrimmage with the football. I could tell by the look in his eyes and the hair standing up on the back of his neck. Somebody was fixing to get smoked, and it could be in the back. We've seen him do that before.
It's a legal block or tackle as long as no flag is thrown.
1 minute to go. Now inside a minute to go in the ball game.
Oh, I think Timmy's getting ready to blitz.
There's it's going to be a little run pass.
Oh, he's in on the tackle.
Good for
number
Timmy.
21. Number 5, Brody Phillips. Number 12, Carson Wilson. And number 84, Eli McElhaney in on that tackle.
Yeah. The Dorr family well represented there on that tackle.
Okay.
It was kind of like
how many McElhaney's we got on this team? One, two,
there's. Let me tell you, if you ever look at the McElhaney's Facebook page, there's a crew of them. There's a snap. This is going to just about be the last play of the game. Quarterback still on his feet, still running, finally going to get knocked out of bounds.
That's going to do it.
And that's going to end the ball game. Your final score, the Escambia Academy Cougars 41, the Southern Academy Cougars 15. Rick, it's been a great night, man. It's been a good ball game. It's been a good broadcast. It's been a lot of fun tonight, not only because of it being a Cougar win, but being just an awesome opportunity to get to see this group on their 50th
it was.
homecoming,
it really was.
come home and be a part of this.
And a lot of them traveled a long way, like you said, Jimbo Walker from the Carolinas.
That's right.
And I was just very impressed by their turnout for their 50th class reunion and homecoming. And they can say they got some revenge tonight on this team.
That's right. They after 50 years, they finally got a chance to beat up on Southern a little bit and get some revenge.
And they started it. I mean, this is their team and their school still. And,
right.
And you can say, I mean, to have a 50-year turnout like that's pretty impressive.
Big weekend of college football and sporting events going on, Rick. Tomorrow night, of course, University of Alabama will play against Tennessee, so it's Tennessee Hate Week, and that game kicks off tomorrow night. I believe it's on ESPN at 6 o'clock. Also, Auburn's off this weekend. They've got an open date. The Atlanta Braves. Y'all got to help me with my Braves now because tomorrow night.
We'll be pulling for the Braves.
Yeah,
I think my son may be going up for that game.
Yeah, the Braves are going to be back in Atlanta. They've made the trip. They made the flight from Atlanta or from L.A. back to Atlanta, so they'll be playing a big game tomorrow night. Braves need to go ahead and finish that thing off tomorrow night, because if it ends up being tied 3-3, I don't know whether my heart will stand a game 7 where it's winner take all, loser leave town, and that'll be what's coming up on Sunday night if the Braves can't clinch tomorrow night. That's going to do it from Bachelor Field and Canoe. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you, folks, for joining us for our broadcast. Don't forget, make your way to downtown Atmore tomorrow, Atmore Area Chamber of Commerce. They've got Williams Station Day. It's going to be a big day. Gets started in the morning about 9 o'clock, lasts until 4. There's going to be food, fun, family atmosphere, just a great atmosphere with arts and crafts and all kind of stuff. There's going to be music and all kind of things. So it's a big deal. Get downtown and be a part of it. If you live in the outlying areas, then come be a part of it. Don't forget that one of our sponsors, Southern Social Boutique, find them at Williams Station Day tomorrow. They've got some incredible merchandise, all the trendy stuff that you young folks are wearing now, and even some of us older folks. I told you, I got my hat, and I really dig my hat. They'll have those there.
Have some good food there tomorrow.
That's right. So go be a part of that. Just go get out and celebrate. It's harvest time in the state of Alabama, so get out and
we have
enjoy.
A harvest moon right now.
That's right. So be a part of that, and we'll certainly talk to you next week. We'll be back on the air next Friday night at 6:30 as Bessemer Academy makes their way from up the Birmingham way.
And we always like to beat Bessemer.
That's right. So come join us, be a part of that. That's coming up next Friday night. Until then, join me on, let me get this while we're pitching everything. Also, join me on Sunday at 2 o'clock. Sunday afternoon, Dinner on the Ground radio is what we do. And on Sunday afternoon, it's my opportunity. It's kind of like my mission to present the Lord's Word in music and song. And we have a devotion at the bottom of the hour. That's an hour-long program that I do each and every Sunday from 2 until 3. Join us for that on Sunday right here on WBZR 105.9 FM in Atmore.
And go to church.
That's right. Yeah, get to church on Sunday, because if you don't, The devil's going to get you. That's right. 41-15, the final score. The Escambia Academy Cougars with the victory. We'll talk to you again next week, next Friday night from right here. For my broadcast partner, Rick Burkett, I'm Ricky Dean. Good night, everybody.
Fine Furniture in Wilmington, also with locations in Pensacola, Mobile, Dothan, and Andalusia. Your one-stop shopping experience.